Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Let's not say exactly what it is. Let's just say it's the best watch we worked on this year. What could it be? A Rolex, a Patek, one of those silly Richard Milles watches. It could be, but it isn't. We're going to show you what it is. When we do, don't click away disgust. Because by the end of this video, you will be in 100% agreement that this is indeed the greatest watch in the world. The hardcore horological experts amongst you already know. Yes, that's right. It's a tiny time quarter. This one has a smashed crystal and damaged hands. While we repair it, let's talk about the value of watches. The market value of these can fluctuate from anywhere from £5 to £10, maybe 15 for a mint condition example. Why someone is paying a watchmaker to fix a watch valued at £5 explains exactly why this is the best watch we've had on the bench this year, and possibly one of the best watches in the world. Before we tell this watch's story, let's look at the watch collector's life arc. For much of our life, watches are not just an important possession, but a love and obsession. But as the final curtain draws ever closer, many of us sell off our collections. We do this for two reasons. We realize that when the chips are down, our beloved watch collection is just stuff. The bigger reason is the fear that when we are gone, our wives sell off our watches for how much we told them they cost. Right, to all the husbands out there at this moment whose wife overheard that comment. Yes, she's staring at you right now. Just keep looking at the screen, maintaining a relaxed demeanor, and maybe you'll be okay. But there are one or two watches we don't sell. The one we wear every day, and the watch our mums and dads passed on to us. The family watches, the watches carrying the marks and scars, telling the stories of everyday wear. These are the watches that aren't just stuff. Please accept our apology for the inherent sexism in our characterization of watch collectors, but please do look at the statistics for this channel's viewership. It's an absolute sausage fest. So to this particular tiny time watch belongs to a lovely man who wore this watch in his formative years, passing it on to his daughter 25 years later. It has become damaged, and he would like it repaired, keeping its story and true value intact. We shall replace the broken glass, clean and lightly polish the case. Pop in a new battery, and this childhood watch will be passed from father to daughter. While the case is in the ultrasonic cleaner, let's get the glass fragments out of the way. Ultraviolet curing glue is the best choice for this job. It gives us plenty of working time and it doesn't yellow with age. We'll apply small dollops of glue, allowing viscosity and surface tension to spread adhesive to where it is needed. We are fitting a sapphire crystal at 9 on Mohs scale of hardness. It is second only to diamond for scratch resistance. A little squeeze with the press, and here it is, probably the only tiny time watch with a sapphire crystal in the world. The faintest sniff of oil for the incoming hour wheel, then we can get the dial washer back in place. And now we can fit the dial and hands. We hear many stories from people bringing watches to be repaired, often heartwarming, some tall tales, and occasional heartbreaking tragedy. But a common thread is how strongly people feel a link to the previous owner through these small objects. Some poofs of air. We don't want any specks of dust and whatnot besmirching the pristine clarity of the replaced crystal. And that is it. Just a short one today. We do hope everyone is having a marvelous day in all departments and continues to do so until next time.